Attention passionate Green Bay Packers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Green Bay Packers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Green Bay Packers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Green Bay Packers fans. Let's get to the news. Now, Packers fans, I've got some pretty intriguing news that might just shake up the NFC North in a way we haven't seen in quite some time. And honestly, it's not just about a player or a single signing. It's about the potential shift in the division's power dynamics, the kind of move that could set the tone for the Packers' future and maybe even their quest for another Super Bowl. So, sit tight, because what I'm about to tell you involves Khalil Mack, yes, the fierce pass rusher, and a team that's a divisional rival, Chicago Bears. That's right, Khalil Mack, one of the most dominant defenders of his generation, is set to join a team that's already been eyeing a resurgence, and the implications are enormous, especially for Green Bay. Khalil Mack, for those who might have missed some of the recent buzz, is a player who has consistently been one of the top edge rushers in the NFL. Over his 11-year career, he's played for 3 teams, but what's striking is that he's seen the playoffs 5 times. And unfortunately, all those playoff runs have ended in losses. That's something Mack would definitely want to change as he approaches the twilight of his career. He's still playing at a very high level, and last season, he racked up 8 sacks between the regular season and the playoffs, along with 45 tackles. Those are numbers that speak volumes. And if there's one thing Mack has shown throughout his career, it's that he's a game changer, a player who can elevate any defense he's part of. Now, the big question on everyone's mind is, where will he end up signing? Well, the betting odds and the buzz in NFL circles strongly point toward the Green Bay Packers. Yes, you heard that right. The Packers, fresh off a tough first-round playoff loss to the Philadelphia Eagles, are looking to reload and retool for another push. And adding Khalil Mack into that mix could be exactly what they need to take that next step. The Packers' defense struggled with discipline issues last season, which held them back from reaching their full potential. That's been a recurring theme, and it's clear that they need a veteran presence, someone who can bring leadership and stability. Khalil Mack, with his experience and his proven ability to disrupt defenses, fits that mold perfectly. His presence on the field would not only boost the pass rush, but also serve as a mentor for the young talent on the team. And let's talk about that young talent for a moment. Green Bay's roster is filled with promising young players, especially on defense. Devonte Wyatt has shown flashes of brilliance, Kingsley Enagbare is developing into a solid pass rusher, Karl Brooks has been impressive in flashes, and Lucas Van Ness, the rookie pick, has all the tools to become a dominant edge rusher. Rashan Gary, who's already established himself as one of the league's best young linebackers, brings experience to the mix. But what they're missing is that seasoned edge rusher who can bring it every game, week after week. Khalil Mack can fill that role perfectly, helping these young guys develop while still making an impact on the field immediately. And here's where things get even more interesting. Brian Gutekunst, the Packers' general manager, has shown interest in Mack before. Back in 2018, when Mack was still with the Raiders, the Packers were considered among the teams that could have pursued him if the opportunity arose. Now, with Mack potentially hitting the open market again, Gutekunst has an excellent chance to rekindle that interest. It's not just a matter of filling a need. It's about adding a player who can elevate the entire defense and help push the Packers back into serious playoff contention. Now remember, Mack already knows the division well from his time with the Chicago Bears. That experience is invaluable. It means he understands the rival offenses, the stadium atmospheres, and the kind of plays that can make or break a game in this division. Coming back to the NFC North, especially to a team like Green Bay, could be a perfect fit for him to finish his career strongly and with a chance at winning a Super Bowl. But let's not forget the bigger picture here. The NFC North is evolving rapidly. The Lions, with their young core and aggressive approach, are becoming a real threat. The Vikings are always in the mix, and the Bears are trying to build something special, especially with their young quarterback and a defense that's improving. So the addition of someone like Mack, who can bring that edge, that veteran leadership, and that game-changing ability, could tilt the scales in favor of the Packers. It's a move that could not only strengthen their defense but also send a message to the division. Green Bay is back, and they're serious about competing for titles. Looking at the bigger picture, this isn't just about one player or one team. It's about the strategy that the Packers are deploying for the 2025 season and beyond. They understand that to contend, they need to add proven talent, players who can make an immediate impact while also mentoring the younger generation. Khalil Mack fits perfectly into that plan. His leadership qualities, combined with his elite pass-rushing skills, could be the catalyst that helps the Packers turn that playoff disappointment into a deep run next season. And let's reflect a bit on the history here. The Packers have a rich tradition of stacking their roster with players who bring both talent and leadership. From the days of Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers, the team has always valued that mix of veteran experience and youthful energy. Now, as they look toward a new chapter with Jordan Love, they're trying to build a roster that maximizes that potential. Bringing in a player like Mack would send a clear message: we're serious about winning, and we're willing to make bold moves to get there. Of course, nothing is ever certain in the NFL until the ink dries on the contract, but the signs are pointing strongly in favor of the Packers making a serious push for Khalil Mack. The division rivals better watch out, because a move like this could shift the balance of power in the NFC North for years to come. Imagine Mack lining up opposite the Bears and trying to get to Justin Fields or the Vikings' offensive line. It's a scenario that gets every fan's adrenaline pumping, and it's exactly the kind of move that could define a season. As we look ahead to the 2025 NFL free agency, it's clear that the landscape is shifting. Teams are looking to not only improve their rosters, but to make strategic moves that will pay dividends in the long run. The Packers, with their young core and a history of smart acquisitions, are in a prime position to do just that. And if they manage to land Khalil Mack, it could be the move that puts them back on top of the division and in serious Super Bowl contention. So fans, keep your eyes peeled. The offseason is always full of surprises, and this story is just getting started. The NFL landscape is changing, and the Green Bay Packers are no strangers to making bold moves when it counts. Khalil Mack in Green Bay, that's a headline that could redefine the NFC North, but we'll see how it all unfolds in the coming weeks. Until then, enjoy the ride and stay tuned for more updates. Remember, this is a team that's always aiming higher, and with a little bit of luck and the right moves, the Packers could be back in the hunt for another Super Bowl very soon. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Green Bay Packers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Green Bay Packers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential move? Do you think Khalil Mack would be the perfect addition to the Packers' defense? How do you see his presence impacting the team's chances next season? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Packers. And remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Green Bay Packers news. We're all in this together, and the journey toward another Super Bowl is far from over. Thanks for watching, and as always, go Pack Go!